Welcome back, everybody, to the Cleveland Cavaliers My NBA series here on NBA 2K21 for the PlayStation 5. Today, our Cavs are headed to Detroit in an attempt to sweep the Pistons and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. We won Game 1 in dominant fashion last episode, 101-79, with a triple-double from Odavius Shepherd, 31 points from Cedric Garrett, and 23 missed shots from Paul George. Game 2 is a lot closer, but we managed to hold on, 104-108, 35 for Shepherd, 23 and 13 for Cedric Garrett. Those two have definitely been our two best players so far in this series. Despite 61 points from PG and Killian Hayes, the Pistons were unable to win that. Now Detroit sees their backs against the wall. We swept Boston in the first round, and going into this second round, I was not expecting another sweep. The Pistons are a really good team, and I was fully prepared for this series to go to 6 or 7 games, and it certainly could if Detroit can get back on track. But this Cavs team looks really good right now, and it's going to be hard to beat them. But the Pistons do get to return home in what is a must-win Game 3 for them here at the Little Caesars Arena. Same starting lineup for Cleveland. It'll be Shepherd, Higgins, Wycraft, Garrett, Kawhi, and Big Fafa. For Detroit, they're going to be rocking with the same lineup they've been going with: Killian Hayes, Paul George, OG Anunoby, Zario Papadopoulos, and Yusuf Nurkic. There's a quick 3 for Anunoby. Kawhi with a rare bad defensive play. Pistons trying to set the tone early as it's playoff P with the 3. We know Paul George has a history of struggling in the playoffs, and it's certainly been interesting that he's been the main scoring option for Detroit over Papadopoulos or Killian Hayes. Shepherd gets the fadeaway 3 to put Cleveland up by 1, as George gets it to Zario Papadopoulos, who airballs it. It's been a rough start to this playoff series for Papadopoulos after he averaged 30 in the first round against the Knicks. 11-8 now your score. Anunoby with it at the top of the key, gets it to an open Paul George, who will drill the 3-ball. George with 6, and it seems like the Pistons are living and dying by the long balls. That's an interesting strategy. We'll see if it pays off. Kawhi Leonard inside for the nice drive and dunk to put Cleveland back on top, as it's been a back-and-forth start. Shepherd to Garrett and 1. Papadopoulos called for the foul. A big bucket by Garrett, who has been outstanding in the first 2 games of this series with his first points today. Garrett with a great pass inside for Odavius Shepherd. Shepherd usually struggles in the first half of games and dominates in the second half, but today he already has 11. Killian Hayes will get that one to toilet roll in. The Pistons with 4 3-pointers already today. They only have 2 twos, as Killian Hayes with the drive and the finish. Nice slam for the French point guard, and the Pistons bring it back within 2. 20-18, here comes KPJ to the top of the key for Reddish, driving by Fournier inside for the slam. Killer Cam Reddish with the poster. And it's now 22-18 as Dennis Schroeder, his first game in this series after missing the first 2, gets his pocket picked. On the other end, Mamadou Enechiania will drill the 3, and that'll put Cleveland up by 7 with about a minute to go in the quarter. Schroeder, quick pass for Killian Hayes, who makes the 3. Although Schroeder and Hayes are mainly point guards, they do coexist fairly well together on the court. Hayes, again, bad defense by Mamadou, and Killian Hayes is on fire so far here in the first quarter. Detroit going to try to take the lead, and they do. Another bucket for Killian Hayes as he gets the slam. 25-26, Cavs trying to take the lead before the end of the quarter, as Kevin Porter Jr.'s 3 will go off the back iron. Cleveland played really well for most of that first quarter, but Killian Hayes scored 8 points in the final minute to put the Pistons up. 29-30 early in the second. Schroeder over to Zario Papadopoulos off the back iron, no good. Pirtle with the rebound and the putback. Zario Papadopoulos, after 2 disappointing games in this series, does not look much better here in Game 3. George, no good, gets it back, no good. Another offensive rebound for Pirtle, who has 3 so far in this quarter. George trying to get the bucket, and he does with the 3rd chance opportunity, and the Pistons all of a sudden are up by 7. Shepherd checks back into the game. He gets it to Kawhi with the top of the key 3. Big bucket for Cleveland as they try to get some momentum back. 34-40 now. Odavius Shepherd with the drive. He finds a wide open Cam Reddish for 3, cutting the lead in half. Now it's 37-42. Shepherd, tough shot. Nice defense by Hayes as Big Fafa gets it over to Reddish again. Cam Reddish with a couple threes. He now has 8 today. And the Cavs bring it within 2. 44-46. Nice move by Dennis Schroeder. He was a Cavalier, albeit for a very short time back in Season 2 of this series. As it's 46-53, there's Shepherd in the corner. He has 20. Odavius Shepherd has not missed a shot yet. He has been so efficient and so dominant. 49-53. Tough shot for Killian Hayes, and it will fall. 53-56. Now Odavius Shepherd with 24 points. Tough shot. It's no good. That is the first shot Odavius Shepherd has missed all day. He went 9 for 10 in the first half as the Cleveland Cavaliers only down by 3. 53-56. Killian Hayes with 18, Shepherd with 24. The one time Odavius Shepherd does really well in the first half, the rest of the team completely sucks booty. On to the second half, the rest of the team trying to pick it up as Cedric Garrett makes the 3, cutting it down to 1. Shepherd tips it away from Killian Hayes. Cavs on the fast break in the corner for the rookie, Jason Higgins-Whitecraft for 3. JHW with his second postseason start. His first one came in Game 2 of this series. The Pistons going to try to regain the lead right back, and they do just that as Zario Papadopoulos will make the 3. 68-67. Nice pass from Kawhi to Garrett for the slam. Cleveland up by 3. Now only up by 1 with about 2.5 in the quarter. Kevin Porter Jr. has not seen the scoreboard yet, but that'll change right here as KPJ drills the deep 3. 75-73 now. Pistons down by 2, but they do have the basketball. Schroeder with the drive and the finish. Dennis Schroeder, while playing through injury still, has looked quite solid here in this ballgame. Tied at 75. Mamadou gets Schroeder on the pump fake. Gets the and 1. Christian Wood called for the foul. He seems very confused with the call as it's now 78-75. Cavs up. Garrett, no good. Rebounded by Aregbu, but Garrett steals it right away. And then Kevin Porter Jr. drills the 3. Such a massive bucket for the Cavs as they take a 2-score lead towards the end of the quarter. Piston trying to get one last bucket as Killian Hayes heaves it up, and it's no good. So that'll do it for quarter number 3. A great quarter of action for the Cavs. They started it down by 3. They're now up by 4, and the Pistons are going to have to play their A game. Otherwise, they'll be down 3-0. There's Kevin Porter Jr. for 3. KPJ started this game off quiet, but he's had 9 big points in the second half. Nice dime by Kawhi for Diafathofobo, who gets the slam. Cavs all of a sudden up by 9. Higgins-Whitecraft blocks the shot from Schroeder. Cleveland on the other end. Reddish drills the 3, and the Cavs are up by 12. So Odavius Shepherd dominated in the first half. The rest of the team sucked. Here in the second half, everybody is dominating except for Odavius Shepherd, who has not scored since halftime. PG drills the 3 as the deficit is back within single digits. Shepherd loses it. It's stolen by Anunoby. Cross-court pass for George, and it's blocked! Phenomenal transition defense by Kawhi Leonard with the incredible hustle play. That should give the Cavs some much-needed momentum back. A huge play by Leonard blocking his former Clipper teammate. Killian Hayes would make a shot on the ensuing inbound, so I guess the block wasn't that much of a big deal. 91-85, another nice shot for Hayes, bringing the Pistons within 4. Killian Hayes has been outstanding here in Game 3. He's been the Pistons' best player today, and it's not remotely close. 91-87, 2.5 to go. Nice shot by OG Anunoby to bring the lead within 2 as the Pistons keep clawing back. Odavius Shepherd still has not scored in the second half, but that changes right here. A huge 3 for Shepherd, who's been very sloppy since halftime. He's had a few too many turnovers, but that's a gigantic bucket. Anunoby misses the 3. Jakob Poeltl does get the putback to put the Pistons again within 1 possession. 96-93, under 100 seconds to go now. Shepherd, pump fake for Big Fafa as Yusuf Diafathofobo gets the layup, and the Cavs are back up by 5. Beautiful cross-court dime for Papadopoulos, and again, it's back and forth. 98-95, Shepherd loses it. Papadopoulos swipes it away. This is a gigantic opportunity here for the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes, fadeaway 3 for the tie, and he completely airballs it. Ouch. That's a stinger for the Pistons. 98-95. Shepherd in the corner for Kawhi, guarded by Papadopoulos, gets the screen and drives inside for the layup. Big bucket for Kawhi to put the Cavs up by 5. Hayes to Papadopoulos, fadeaway, No good. But Jakob Poeltl with yet another offensive rebound, and he gets the putback. 197 now. Sheppard to the top of the key for Leonard. Over to Jason Higgins-Wycraft. Driving inside. He draws the foul with about 30 seconds to go. Higgins-Wycraft would make 1 of 2 from the line, and it's now a 4-point game. Paul George for 3. No good. And now the Pistons are in trouble as they have to play the foul game. Kawhi Leonard would make 1 of 2 from the line, and the Pistons would call time, down by 5 with 11.7 seconds to go. They have to score on this possession, get a quick foul, hope they get lucky. Zario Papadopoulos for 3. No good. Garrett with the rebound. That might be the icing on the cake. Higgins-Wycraft tries to lob it up for Diafafafobo. No good, but it doesn't matter. And the Cleveland Cavaliers will escape with a massive Game 3 victory. 102-97 is your final. A very exciting one that came down to the finish. But the Cleveland Cavaliers are now 1 win away from sending the Pistons to Cancun. Killian Hayes did his best. He scored 28 points on good efficiency, but the rest of the team didn't show up. Paul George missed 15 more shots. He went 2 of 10 from 3. And Zario Papadopoulos, he made All-NBA first team, and he only scored 13 today. Papadopoulos has not stepped up in this playoff series at all. Odavius Sheppard, 24 points in the first half, finished with 27 total along with 10 assists and 6 rebounds, 16 for Garrett. Reddish and Kawhi also in the double figures. So that'll bring us to Game 4, and the Cavaliers have another opportunity to get a clean sweep. They swept Boston in the first round and are going to try to do the same with the Pistons here in round 2. Same starting lineups for this game as we get started with a quick dunk by Odavius Sheppard. 2-0 your score. Killian Hayes gets the screen. Hayes with the drive, no good, but nice putback by Zario Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos made All-NBA first team over Odavius Sheppard. He has to show why in this game, or else I think it'll be clear to the public that Sheppard's the better player. Kawhi makes the 3. It's now 5-4 as Odavius Sheppard driving by PG. Inside! What a slam by Odavius Sheppard. And the Cavs are off to a hot start. They lead 11-4. Higgins-Wycraft, tough pass for Cedric Garrett, who gets the layup. Garrett with his quietest game of the series in Game 3, but that doesn't say a whole lot because he's been outstanding so far against Detroit. Zario Papadopoulos with an incredible fadeaway jumper to fall, but the Pistons' offense has really struggled. They only have 6 points here in the first 4.5 minutes. Killian Hayes makes the 3. I love how Cam Reddish was like taunting him before he took that shot. Maybe that'll light a fire under Killian, and maybe that'll light a fire under Cam Reddish as well as he gets the dunk. 19-9 now your score. Reddish for Odavius Sheppard. Pull up 3 is good, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are on fire. They lead 22-9. The Pistons just look disinterested right now. Do they realize that their season is on the line today? Incredible shot by Christian Wood as Detroit tries to get back in the thick of things. But Mamadou Etienne drills a 3 at the buzzer. And the Cleveland Cavaliers lead 31-18 through the first quarter. There's still plenty of basketball left to be played, but the Detroit Pistons don't seem like they have much fight left. One of the second quarter, Cavs not trying to slow the tempo down as here comes Reddish. What a slam by Killer Cam Reddish, posterizing Anunoby. And Cleveland is now up by 15 points. 33-18. Here's Paul George for 3. It's good. Playoff P always struggles in the playoffs, but he has an opportunity to try to change that narrative possibly today. Higgins-Wycraft blocked at the rim, but the Cavs would just answer back with a 3 for Mamadou Etienne. That is a stinger right when the Pistons get a good defensive play. That happens. 36-21 now. Not a lot of time left on the shot clock as Dennis Schroeder heaves up the tough 3 at the buzzer, and it goes. 5 minutes into the second quarter, and the Cavs really have not increased their lead, but the Pistons have also not widened the gap. Wood hands it off for Killian Hayes, who makes the 3, and the Pistons are clawing back into it. They're now only down by 11. Hayes on the fast break to the corner for OG Anunoby, and now the Pistons are only down by 8 as Detroit is starting to show a little bit of fight. 42-34, a massive and 1 for Odavius Sheppard. The Cavs had very little momentum going into that play, but Sheppard gets a huge bucket. 45-36 now, Fournier with it, and he is denied! Oh my goodness! What a block by Odavius Sheppard. He sent that ball to the moon! Gotta look at that replay again. Just an awesome defensive play. After the following inbound, the Pistons would get it back as Killian Hayes would drill the 3. Hayes with another strong performance here. as it's now only a 6-point game. The Pistons are looking a lot better. Evan Fournier draws the and one, and with 47 seconds to go, the Pistons can make it a one-score game. 45-42, Fournier with the screen in the corner for Killian Hayes. This game was 42-28 3 minutes ago, and now it's tied. So an incredible end to the first half for Detroit as they outscore Cleveland 17-3 in the final 3 minutes of that quarter. The Cavs were outstanding the first quarter and a half today, but this game is somehow tied, and the Pistons have all the momentum going into halftime. Although Cleveland looked really good to start this game, I don't think they can be too thrilled with their first half performance as we go to the second half. Cleveland trying to get the lead back as Kawhi Leonard drills the three. Tough defense, but it still falls. 50-47 now. Hayes trying to get the screen from Papadopoulos, trying to drive inside. He is a wide open Zario Papadopoulos for three, and the Pistons immediately tie it up at 50. Now it's 53-52. Cleveland up. Here comes Kawhi Leonard with the slam. The claw. Kawhi Leonard with the big play. 55-54 now. Shepherd fought about the fadeaway three. Doesn't take, but instead, Cedric Garrett drills down an impressive left-handed slam. 60-56, the Cavs trying to build that lead back, but another huge three by Zario Papadopoulos, and the Pistons put it within one. But the following possession, a gigantic and one for Mamadou and Etienne. The Cavs are back up by 2 scores about halfway through the third quarter. 63-59, Schroeder to Killian Hayes, who's been deadly from beyond the arc the past couple of games. He drills yet another three as it's 63-62. Porter, pump fake to Cam Reddish. He makes the three. It is raining from beyond the arc here from both teams. And now it's 66-64. Evan Fournier for the lead. It's good. The weatherman better have predicted heavy rain. You might as well get your umbrella now because the drops keep flying. There's another three for Killian Hayes to put the Pistons up by 2 with about 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Now a 4-point game. Kevin Porter Jr. step back, pump fake, no good. Gets it to Mamadou. And Etienne with the drive and the flush. Huge dunk for Mamadou. And it's now 72-70 with about 1.5 minutes in the quarter as Killian Hayes drives inside. Bad defense by Mamadou. Pistons back up by 4. About 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. There's Kevin Porter Jr. Tough three off the mark, but Yusuf Diafafa-Fobo will grab the rebound and the putback. Big Fafa really struggled in Game 3, but has been impressive tonight. 5-point game. Oh my goodness! What a move for Jason Higgins-Wycraft showing off the jelly. 75-78 now. Miles Turner steals it away. Nice pass and nice finish for Reddish, who is 14. Cleveland brings it within 1. Cavs now have an opportunity to take the lead before the quarter ends. Higgins-Wycraft with the ball, going to try to drive inside. Oh my goodness, what a shot! If that counts, the Cavs will take a 1-point lead before the end of the quarter. An incredible layup by Jason Higgins-Wycraft, and look at that. The ball is out with a few tenths of a second to go, so the shot will count, and the Cleveland Cavaliers will take the lead after the third quarter. 79-78, an incredible play by Jason Higgins-Wycraft, who had 2 acrobatic layups within the span of like a minute. So Cleveland is now up by 1, and the Pistons season is down to possibly their final 8 minutes if they cannot get their act together. Can the Cavs get another sweep and send the Pistons to Cancun, or will the series live on? Here is Odavius Shepherd with the basketball. Shepherd guarded by George. Inside, floats it up, and it goes in. A nice bucket for Shepherd, who is 19 tonight. And the Cavs are up by 3. Pistons trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time in the quarter. There's Paul George, Pandemic P, who ties it at 81. About 6 minutes to go now. Schroeder still kind of has a limp, but he is still giving his all in this game. Gets it to Zario Papadopoulos, who drills the 3. Pistons now up by 5 with about 5 minutes to go. Schroeder gets the layup, gets the and one. A very impressive stretch here for the Detroit Pistons as they went on a, I think, 11-0 run at one point. Detroit trying to keep the impressive streak going as Papadopoulos makes the 3, and the Pistons are now up by 11. 82-93 with about 4 minutes to go. The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to need a miraculous comeback to win this game as Shepherd makes the 3. Now only an 8-point game. This one's not quite over. Garrett to Mamadou. He gets the 3. Mamadou with 16 points today, and now it's only a 5-point game. The Cavs are not out of it. Killian Hayes gets the screen. Hayes, fadeaway three, a gigantic bucket for the Pistons to give them some momentum back, and it's 98-90 with 2 minutes to go. There's Jason Higgins-Wycraft on the other end with a big and one, and the Cavs are going to continue to hang in there. Hayes called for the foul. 93-98. There's Odavius Shepherd. Tough three. No good. Diathafafoglu does get the rebound and the putback, and the Cavs are now only down by 1 score. Now it's a 2-score game. 95-100 with about a minute and a half to go. Shepherd off the inbound. Makes the three. Cleveland brings it within 2. 98-90 now. The Cavs with an opportunity to tie or take the lead on this possession. Odavius Shepherd makes the three. Cavs up by 1 with under a minute to go. Can Detroit get the lead back? It's playoff P for 3. Pistons up by 2 with under 50 to go. Cavs back with the ball. Here's Odavius Shepherd. Thinks about the three. Tries to drive inside. Acrobatic layup does not fall. A massive stop for the Pistons, and they'll get it back with around 30 seconds to go. But Killian Hayes loses it. Shepherd picks his pocket. Nice pass and an easy dunk for Cedric Garrett. And the Cavs tie it at 103 with 25 to go. So the Pistons call time. I think they're going to try to hold for the last shot as Killian Hayes has the ball. And the Pistons are going to take their time. They do not want the Cavs to get a good look in regulation. Down to 7 seconds on the shot clock as it's Papadopoulos with it, guarded by Garrett. Papadopoulos has to get it off quickly, and it is not in time! The shot clock hits double zeros before he gets the shot off, and now with exactly 1 second to go, the Cavs will call time, and they will get an opportunity to end the game. A bad miss by Papadopoulos, so now this is it. Can Cleveland end the series? Shepherd on the inbound for the win. It's good! Odavius Shepherd! What a shot! The officials will not review it, and the ball game is over. The Cavaliers have won it. 105-103, a game winner from Odavius Shepherd, and the Detroit Pistons better be packing their bags. They better get their plane tickets because they're getting an all-expenses-paid trip to Cancun. Oh my goodness, what a game, what a finish, what a shot. Gotta look at this beautiful replay again. I mean, these are the moments you dream of as a kid. And Odavius Shepherd is still a kid. He's only 19 years old, getting game and series-winning playoff shots. Let's get a good look at the ball was clearly out before the clock hit double zeros. The answer is definitely yes, right here. He got that shot off within probably about half a second. Just an incredible play by Odavius Shepherd. When the chips were on the table, when the money was on the line, dagger. Killian Hayes did drop 37 points. He gave it his all. 20 and 13 for Papadopoulos. Both teams shot over 50% from 3 today, which I find especially interesting. For the Cavaliers, Odavius Shepherd led the scoring with 32. 16 for Mamadou, Reddish, Higgins-Wycraft, and Kawhi also in the double figures. This is a statement win for us. This is a statement win for Odavius Shepherd. Zario Papadopoulos made the All-NBA first team over Shepherd, and I think these past 4 games have shown the world that Odavius Shepherd truly is the better player.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
So let's simulate forward now. Let's see who the Cavs will be playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. And as you can see, it'll be the Milwaukee Bucks. They beat the defending Eastern Conference champion Chicago Bulls in 6th. So we get to face off against Giannis Antetokounmpo, who I'm very scared about. Whenever we play Giannis, he usually goes off. Wouldn't shock me if he averages 40 in this series, to be totally honest. But the problem is, the rest of his team is not great. Their second highest rated player is Wendell Carter. Their other starters are Dante DiVincenzo, Tyrell Terry, and Dzanan Musa. When Dzanan Musa is a starter for you, I'm a little bit concerned. Their bench also is not all that deep. They are missing one of their 3-and-D guys in Jackson Lewis, who could return before the series concludes. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson also injured. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you think of that shot by Shepherd. Let me know your predictions for the Eastern and Western Conference Finals between Golden State and Phoenix. I'm out. Peace.